Dang, jump out. That's a nigga.
Shit, he better. he better take me serious, but I don't think so. I think they training. I think they're training as hard as they can. I think they trying to put a little mastermind squad together to coach for this fight, and it's gonna be a good fight. I'm gonna tell you like this: we're preparing for the best Gervonta Davis that's gonna be, that everyone's ever seen. That's what we're preparing for. We're not preparing for a guy who might not be focused. We're not preparing for a guy who might be lazy or anything like that. We're preparing for the best version.
As the sun set over Miami International Airport, the usual terminal buzz erupted into chaos. Gervonta, Tank, Davis, and Lamont Roach Jr. clashed unexpectedly, shocking onlookers and sparking a social media frenzy. Two top fighters, one airport, and a personal, explosive brawl. No ring, no crowd, just raw intensity.
Lamont Roach definitely earned my respect tonight. Definitely one of the first fighters to put Tank to the test. Just matching fire with fire. That was a good fight. For me, I need to see a rematch ASAP. But yeah, Tank definitely took the knee 100%. I see Roach winning that 7-5 personally. But boxing is business, so they were never going to let him have that win. Roach's timing was on point though. No easy knockouts tonight. Just sharp counters. Like, very good fighter. Very good fighter. Let me know what you guys think, if that robbery was fair or not.
Lamont Roach was in Miami for media stops, promo shoots, and hype for his upcoming fight. Since his heated face-off with Gervonta Davis ended in a controversial draw, momentum has been on his side, with fans viewing him as the underdog-turned-threat.
Here with today, Lamont Roach Jr. I don't know who you are, man. What do you do for a living? Man, I box. How long you been boxing for? I've been boxing since I was 9 years old, so 20 years. How old were you when you made your first million? I was 29. You made some money. What's the best piece of advice about money you've received throughout your career? Save that money gonna save you. Has there ever been one experience where you spent too much money than you thought you should have, that you regret? That I regret? No, but there's been a lot of times where I shouldn't have spent as much money as I did. Is there one piece of advice that now that you've been boxing for a couple of years, you could tell your younger self about boxing? My advice to my younger self would be keep going. You're gonna end up exactly where you're supposed to be at, as long as you work hard, put your faith in God, and you just keep pushing. What made you really stand out as a boxer? My hard work, determination to be the best. Is there one boxer that you think inspires you the most with your play style? I take bits and pieces from all boxers, even some of my opponents and stuff like that. Anyone specifically? No, not necessarily. What keeps you motivated to keep pushing hard still? It's definitely hard for me to give up because I know what's at stake. I know what can happen. I know what can happen with hard work. But if I ever feel like giving up, my motivation would be my son, my family, the ones who behind me 100%. They've been down at the bottom with me, so they coming up top with me. Where can they find you on social media, man? 101X. Thank you so much.
Meanwhile, Gervonta, Tank, Davis arrived like he owned the city. Hoodie up, entourage in tow, eyes set on revenge. Beneath the swagger lurked tension, legal drama, online feuds, and a rematch that felt deeply personal. Near baggage claim, their eyes met. Time seemed to stop. No words, just energy. Tank advanced with purpose. Roach held his ground. They collided like two forces meeting, power versus hunger, chaos versus focus. Security rushed in, but it was too late. Tank struck, Roach countered, and fists flew at lightning speed. Onlookers erupted, phones out, screams filling the air. This was no longer about titles. It was raw pride, live and unfiltered. Two fighters too real to wait for fight night. And it all traced back to their first bout, which had been anything but what fans expected. It began as another Tank showcase, a night for the knockout king to dominate and prove why he's boxing's face. But from the opening bell, Roach flipped the script.
Oh, nice double left hook by Roach to the body and then to the head. Right there it is. Oof. And Davis just got backed up with a counter right from Roach.
That's a big moment in
With the left. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leading with right.
He took a knee.
He took a knee. What is he doing?
He forgot his...
Nice combination from Roach. Oh, another right hand, another right left by Roach. Nice combination. Got just over around 11 as well.
Maybe him getting propped.
Davis fighting on even terms here in the 11th. Both of them have landed.
Has to keep doing that. Roach said the familiarity knows his weaknesses. It's one thing to say it.
The decision is a majority draw.
He entered composed, calculated, and fearless, taking Tank's punches as if they meant nothing.
How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told y'all I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like, I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to roll. Like I said, I knew I had a chin. I mean, I spar guys that were like junior middleweights, like current champions that was at that weight. So I know I can take a punch. He's twitchy in there. Like, I do see why he knocked people out. I mean, like, being up close and personal, obviously I seen it on the TV like that, but I understand why he knocked people out. I'm not gonna tell y'all because y'all gonna tell him.
Meanwhile, Tank appeared flat, sloppy, and frustrated. He swung wildly, missed big, and looked unlike the monster fans expected. Then came the 9th round, the fight's most controversial moment. Tank went down on one knee, clearly hurt, but the referee ruled it a slip, not a knockdown.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have countered it. They would have countered it, it would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He seemed a little distracted, didn't he, in the fight?
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like these governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
you know, funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids, and I had the same thing. I went through the same shit when I fought Andre. That shit was burning my eyes, so I cut that off.
That single call changed everything. Had it been scored correctly, Roach might have walked away with the win. Instead, the fight ended in a draw, sending the boxing world into an uproar.
Tank, you voluntarily took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that, and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around and love you again. You know what I mean?
Fans called it a robbery. Analysts said Tank was exposed. For the first time, people weren't just questioning a decision. They were questioning if Tank was still that guy. Meanwhile, Roach walked away with all the momentum, not just surviving but making Tank look human.
In there, man, I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate True Boxing Media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won, and I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
Roach is now on everyone's radar, because who wouldn't want to beat the guy who made Gervonta Davis take a knee?
Who you gonna fight next?
That's what I'm talking about. That's the question right there. I want to unify at 135. Me and Shakur already talked to each other, and if he's available and we can line it up, that's what we're gonna do.
Really? Y'all wait, y'all spoke like this? Yo. Let's get this popping.
For sure.
Like
what are you talking about? If he beats Tank, he's fighting Tank again. Obviously, there's a rematch.
But we talking about past that. We talking past that because you got to give him the option and tell what he gonna do. So you talk personally to Shakur, no managers, whatever.
Yeah.
Wow.
He cool.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question. So you're now officially moving up to 35?
I mean, we gonna see. I mean, like, so I'm gonna be the champ at both weights.
Right.
And if there's no opportunity to unify at 35, I want to unify at 30. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen.
Now, with the rematch set for August, all eyes turn to Gervonta Davis. But not in the way he's used to. This isn't about hype anymore. It's about redemption.
I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault.
That first fight left a mark on his legacy. And the only way to repair it is by dominating Roach convincingly. Not a decision, not a close call, but a real statement. If Tank struggles again, or worse, loses, it could signal the start of the end of his reign.
How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't give me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not going to lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% full fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. Just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
He's been labeled a protected fighter, accused of dodging challenges, and criticized for distractions outside the ring. This rematch is his chance to silence the doubters. But pressure is tricky, and Tank carries the weight of a reputation starting to crack. Not everyone, however, is buying the airport brawl. Some fans claim it was staged to hype the rematch, and honestly, it wouldn't be the first time boxing pulled a stunt. Just look at Tank's former mentor, Floyd Mayweather, who staged the viral "Got Your Hat" scuffle with Jake Paul to build buzz for his Logan Paul exhibition. Mostly fake, perfectly timed for headlines and ticket sales.
The Floyd thing that happened recently was a big PR stunt too.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to talk about it on this.
No way. You know I went to bat for you.
Bro, I still have like 3 or 4 things to unload.
I went to bat for you on
What
this
did you
show.
say?
I was like, Jake's not, like, everyone's like, oh, Jake's a big pussy for running. I was like, you stand in front of 10 dudes and see how you do.
25 dudes.
But this was set up.
Yeah.
So you and Floyd are like talking about the stuff. Like, yo,
Yeah.
run up on me in this van.
Yeah, we
No
were like,
way.
let's set this up and make this go viral.
Jeez.
This was like us at dinner, like
Oh, no way.
planning it out. You know what's crazy is that like I was debating on whether or not to like reveal that the whole Floyd thing was fake, but
Right now, the rematch seems to lean in Roach's favor, and not just because of the first fight. The issue is Tank. He's not fully focused on Lamont Roach. He's chasing the spectacle, teasing a massive payday fight against Jake Paul. While it may boost his earnings, it won't help him in the ring. Fans see it for what it is, a payday, not a real challenge.
You know Gervonta and Jake Paul are gonna fight too.
Are they?
Oh yeah, Jake's gonna kill him.
What? When is this?
Probably the end of the year.
I want to go to one. We gotta go to a fight together, guys.
You gotta come to my brand race, Tennessee.
We're going to the one in
Brand race.
Meanwhile, Roach is laser-focused, sharper than ever, and hungry for a real win. Tank is looking past him, and in boxing, that's the quickest way to lose your throne. Shakur Stevenson calls Davis versus Paul a joke. Tank should be facing someone like Shakur after settling things with Roach. Instead, he's chasing the YouTuber fight.
You got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank, disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. And he called cap on it. So if you won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
Let's be real. This fight makes zero sense for Tank's career. Even if he dominates Roach in August, silences the doubters, and becomes Invincible Tank, again, you'd expect him to call out Shakur Stevenson or maybe Devin Haney. Nope. He's chasing a Netflix spectacle against the YouTuber instead.
Gonna call out. What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
How does that make any sense? Now flip it. If Tank loses to Roach, That's back-to-back losses against a fighter who nearly beat him the first time if that knockdown had counted. A loss would make the Jake Paul fight worthless. Who'd watch someone who just got beaten by Lamont Roach? It'd look like a desperation move, a cash grab, a fighter avoiding real competition.
Think of former athletes and celebrities like Jake Paul taking up boxing. You think that grows the sport?
If he's doing it for the right reason, actually want to do it because of just like actually want to box, it's cool. But if he's doing it for like the wrong reason, just to get the hype and stuff like that, I feel as though it's trash. Sometimes people get bored at what they doing, and they want to try other stuff. Got to be mentally tough to be able to box. So that's why I don't take that away from some fighters or some people that want to jump into the sport. So just show how tough you are. That's how it should be.
For sure. That's all I got. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
And honestly, that's exactly what many are saying. Look at the signs. Tank's been talking about retirement and even calling boxing boring.
Sorry.
What changed? What made
this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when we saw you when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like you say, you got to walk today.
He's even been caught smoking during camp, the same camp for the Lamont Roach fight. No wonder Tank almost lost. He's cut ties with Calvin Ford, the coach who's had his back from day one.
It's definitely going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out.
You gotta calm down, listen to me. Come on now.
Coach Barry Hunter trained Tank for this fight with Lamont Roach, not Calvin Ford. A lot of people were saying that this performance has something to do with that. So, is something really going on between Calvin Ford and Tank Davis? Check out what Tank had to say.
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so. It's something we gotta work on in the corner, for sure.
Everything Tank's doing right now screams, I'm over this sport. So why the Jake Paul fight? Simple: money. Tank isn't chasing belts anymore. He's chasing millions. Jake Paul, for all the trash talk, delivers views, hype, and most importantly, paychecks.
Is it true that you made $170 million from this fight?
I made a lot of money, the most money I've made ever.
60 million households, Jake.
250 million people.
Bro, that is so...
It's all downhill from here.
No, for sure.
I peaked.
Jake's last fight with Tyson broke streaming records on Netflix. If Netflix backs Tank, we're looking at a $50 million event, more than Tank would earn fighting Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney combined.
And you make your money. Like Jake Paul, made $40 million off of that. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson made $20 million off of the fight. It was played in the AT&T Stadium. We don't even know how much those guys got. How much did Netflix make? You know what I'm saying? How much did everybody involved made? Since Jake Paul made $40 million, Mike made $20 million. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, it was all like an exhibition type show, and it was just for, each other to get some money. Mike got his money, Jake Paul got his money, and, by unanimous decision, Jake Paul won because, of course, he was a younger guy.
Let's not act surprised. Tank is following Floyd Mayweather's blueprint. Floyd turned boxing into business by fighting opponents who had no business being in the same ring with him.
I got fucking gypped, but at the time...
What did he make from it?
I had 15% of that fight, so he had 85%. Yeah. He had 85%.
85 mil, basically.
No, if I made 5, whatever the math was that. Yeah, he made...
Logan, if I get in the ring, you think I can make some money?
I don't think you should do that.
No.
I saw you do...
That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our upcoming content. Share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one.